continue talking about what I was talking about.
Good idea.
Why I interjected, sir. That is why I started talking.
Touche there, fella.
All right. So, what's up, Facebook peoples? And in 3, 2,
There's the
1,
message.
0.5. All right.
Ooh, feedback.
Somebody's got
Yes.
some
We got
audio.
5 people in the room. What's up, Star Wars fam? Erin Gobra. Happy St. Patty's Day or happy Grogu Day. Welcome to week 4 of the Path of the Darksaber. And I got it's tangled. We're very excited tonight to start further our path with episodes of, to me, some of the best animation of all time, in my honest opinion. Rebels. I absolutely adore Rebels. But my name is Spencer. I am going to be one of your guides, if you will, tonight. Always tonight, as our producer is Dave. What's going on, sir?
Hey, how you doing?
I am fantabularific.
Excellent.
And you look quite fluffy tonight.
I do look a little fluffy tonight,
Oh.
in like a good way. You know,
Like,
not
what is
the
that,
usual
popcorn on
fluffy.
his shirt?
What's that?
Looks sort
Yes.
of like popcorn.
Let's go with that.
There you go.
Hey Lamate, hey Scooby, hey Jen, how are you? And rounding out the 3 amigos, I say it's Hefe doing the do today. How are you, sir?
Good. Glad to be here.
We're glad you're here, sir.
Although I'd rather be in the park with Mark enjoying Batu, but that's...
So is Mark there, or is he in the other?
Oh, he's in Florida.
Okay.
Well, he's in Batu regardless. Could be spiritually together.
Yeah.
Batu.
He's enjoying his first experience Batu. So first and foremost, if you missed the news yesterday, which was a very great episode, a lot of new members joined us, which I appreciate that. It'll be up on the VCN later this evening, according to Mr. Dave. So
yes, the only thing stopping me from doing it is bandwidth and doing this.
Yes. So a lot of good questions, a lot of good stuff. So check it out later on. We'll publicize when it's up on the page. Also, as you can see, my spiffy Yippee Ki-Yay Dank Ferric t-shirt, that's one of 4. Woo!
Yeah, that last one got dropped sort of out of nowhere.
Yep. Well, it kind of came to me out of nowhere. Literally, it's like I got 2, and then the third one came next day. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna put it up.
That's right.
So
and friends,
buy the whole
viewers,
set.
If you've got suggestions in the chats,
we're open.
Well, that's how we get most of our stuff done. It's like, well, okay, we're gonna take that and make a shirt out of it. But we now have 4 Yippee Ki-Yay shirts. We have Dank Ferric, Utini, we have Yub Dub, and now Dewanawanga, which I love a lot. I actually texted that to Mark to show his husband because he loves Bib. But go to tpublic.com/user/virtual-cantina for all of your TeePublic needs. And also, you know that all proceeds from those items go towards swag at Celebration for us. Also,
I love how everything that you buy on there is really just kind of buying more stuff for the group and buying more stuff for us. It's just more stuff that we will be lugging home from Celebration.
Yeah, I know. It happens. And then on top of that, the Bunta Eve store will be open for the next 2 weeks. Closes on April the 1st. Pre-order your t-shirts and your posters and maybe get a combo with a pin, and you'll get it before Celebration. Otherwise, we're going to have a limited amount of merchandise available at our stand at the Bunta Eve Cantina, which all of you should be at. It is the event to be at if you want to be seen before Celebration. Jeff has been to our event, our first two events, before he joined the mod squad. Jeff, what did you like about our events that kept you coming back?
Well, it was a lot of fun. There's, I think the main draw originally was that I wanted to get the pin.
It's always about the swag.
The first one was Max, wasn't it?
Yep.
Max Rebo on the first pin.
It's Max Rebo.
So I was like, oh, that's a cool pin. I want to go check out this event. It's something else to do. So I like pre-ordered the pin and then went to the event and got to experience what's it called? City Walk in or whatever they call it in Florida. Since I'd only experienced the Hollywood version, and check that out, as well as go to an event that would seem like a lot of fun. And there was some cool people there. A lot of different cosplayers showed up, and some sang in costume. So that's fun. It was enjoyable. I liked it. It was just something else to do, really, is what try to fill the time as with as many fun things as possible, and that was part of that list ultimately.
And Chicago was pretty intense. It was a lot of fun. It was packed.
Chicago was, there was a lot going on in a little space in Chicago. So, that one was, and you were doing your job up there on the stage.
Like I said, I vaguely remember many people from that night, but I absolutely remember you because you walked up with the beer. So I was like, and you're Jeff.
I walked up at first and I said, what are you drinking? And I think you said Bud Light. And then I came back a few minutes later. Yep. And that was our introduction, because it was a Super Bowl bet.
Yep. Absolutely. You bet against the Patriots. Bet against Brady at the time when he was on a hot streak. Anyway. But yeah, so we're very excited about that. We want to see you at the Not So Virtual Cantina on Tuesday night at the Anaheim Hilton lobby bar, as well as the Not So Virtual, as well as the Boot Eve Cantina the following day. 4 to 8.
You can totally get swag for showing up for those. Tell them about the patch.
Oh, but there's patch. So if you like puzzle patches and you like chasing it down, come to each of our events and you'll get a piece of the raffle ticket. Come to Not So Virtual, come to Bunta. You'll get each a piece of the patch, and then the final piece, which is the middle piece, will be available at our table at Celebration. There's a limit of 250 sets.
And see, I could show it to you right now, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to make you go check it out on our Facebook page. Look.
Yes, I posted it today. So, and if you notice, I've been posting that a lot more as well. So a lot of great stuff. Excited about seeing you in Anaheim. Excited about seeing all of you. Thank you very much for being with us. Also, I want to plug, in 2 days is our birthday. 2 years of the virtual Cantina. And you can get, it's insane in the membrane. And where it came in as necessity for COVID, it's turned into a life of its own. There's our year 2 shirt. So if you like that shirt, you can also get that on TeePublic. But if you need to find where our page is, no, we're not taking pictures of your bum looka, cheeky monkey. We are actually doing the QR code that is floating around like it's a Super Bowl.
You might actually be able to take a picture of this screen right now, but of course, if you're watching this screen, you're probably on the page already. So So Troy, we're going to be watching in Rebels. It's season 3, episodes 15 and 16. But since Mark is enjoying the festivities down in Batu East, he actually sent us a little bit of a prelude, if you will, for tonight's episode. So if you're playing at home, you might have gotten a notice in your playbill with a little piece of paper in there that says, the role of Mark is played by Jeff.
Yeah, well, there's some things that happen in these episodes, and Mark loves to fill us in before the episodes start. It was a little spoilery, but it's all good. One of the things is Maul first appears in Rebels in season 2 finale, which is called Twilight of the Apprentice. Ezra, Kanan, and Ahsoka arrive on Malachor, where there's an ancient Sith temple. And I can't read, sorry. Maul kills all three. Well, this is a little giveaway here, I think.
Spoiler.
Yeah, he
Kenobi
kills the
spoilers.
Inquisitors and blinds Kanan. And he escapes as Vader arrives. That would have been pretty intense, seeing Vader and Maul sort of square off. And then the next time we see him is in Steps into the Shadow, as Ezra uses his Sith holocron, and they end up using the holocrons together, holocrons of fate, which will lead toward the Twin Sons, ultimately the Twin Sons episode, where he goes to Tatooine to chase down Obi-Wan. He also used Bo and Pre Vizsla, Bo-Katan and Pre Vizsla to get Mandalore. Let's see, there's a lot of wordy stuff in here. Anyways, we return to Dathomir. The ritual ceremonies they have, they get some stuff going on in those. It's going to be great to watch. So I'm going to leave it off there, and I'll probably pick up some more of that info when we get back in after an episode.
Q. And recently we saw a new face in the unboxing series, which was Bryce with his Jar Jar Binks GameStop exclusive Funko, which is very, very nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
nice.
So Dave, what's going over at the VCN?
So over on the VCN is, yes, we've got a new unboxing from Bryce, and we've got a couple more that are ready to drop. I can't give you all the lovely goodness all at once, but there's a couple more cool ones in the pipeline coming on, as well as, I know you're sick and tired of seeing my face, but I get boxes on the daily, so getting ready to film some stuff. And we might possibly have been in talks like minutes ago about a new show to drop on the VCN. Oh, and I'm not going to tell you any more about that, but yes,
it's going to be very, very good. And also let you know is that we are right now in the middle of scheduling for the next series. It's going to be a series.
Oh yeah.
After this one, we will announce it in 3 weeks after our second week of The Mandalorian during the Path of the Darksaber. But it's going to be a good one, and it's going to get us all the way to Celebration. We're very, very excited about this next series that we're going to be doing. And there might be potential spin-off show of what we're doing currently that's in discussion as well. So we will potentially talk about that. But also, if you have any ideas for future programming, or if you are interested in potentially running a show or a podcast on the VCN, please talk to Dave. We'll talk to you about trying to make your dreams come true. And that's what we're all about.
And contact Dave now, because some people have been saying, like, how do I contact Dave? I can't contact Dave. What about contacting Dave? In addition to just messaging me on the Facebooks, is you can email me at thevirtualcantinanetwork@gmail.com.
Fantastic. We're like official now. We have like email addresses and stuff. It's like cool.
It's like it's 19.
Semi-branded.
Yep. So yes, Lila, I actually had to set my TV to TVMA as well for Disney Plus, thanks to all the Marvel goodness that came over from Netflix over to the D Plus machine. Now I'm very excited about it because I'm very intrigued, especially if you watched Daredevil, and the first scene that you see Karen Page in, she is disrobing or putting clothes on. Now, if you're 80s person like I am, and you watch Splash, Daryl Hannah was had more hair coming down her back, which was not there in the 1980s.
Well, the
when she was-
80s has been 40 years ago. You know, her hair grew, right? Naturally.
yeah. And Tom Hanks still has that fro.
Well, Tom Hanks is going to play Bob Ross next, maybe. I don't know.
He probably will. He was a fantastic Mr. Rogers. I'll tell you that much.
There you go.
I thought he was great in that movie. But yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is on there, which I'm very excited about. The entire Defender series, which would be mega hella cool, especially since we all now know that Charlie Cox is now part of the MCU, and rumors of maybe Jessica Ritter. But one thing, I wasn't here on Tuesday. I was sick. How excited are people for Kenobi? That we saw that trailer that dropped, and yeah, I know people. Fans are like up in arms that why is the Inquisitor with a fat face? And I saw one person say that's not Luke's chin. And I'm like, oh come on, don't jiff Lloyd.
Well, since then, Hamill himself has, endorsed him.
Endorsed him, yeah.
But I'm excited. I was intrigued to see what's going on. I was excited to see Joel Edgerton in the trailer. Obviously to see the Inquisitors, and to hear the breathing of Vader at the end of the trailer was pretty snazzy. What was your thoughts, Jeff?
I enjoyed it a lot. It gave just enough kind of tantalizing little bits here and there, and I kind of felt that Ewan should have been like grayed more or something to get him sort of more in an interim look, but I guess in 10 years he could age enough to look like Alec.
Well, the sun gets a little bit hotter. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. The twin suns do that, but it was really cool to see. I mean, it seems so vast in a lot of ways, and some new things that we hadn't seen before. Again, I mean, they've been kind of doing that in all these series, but it'll be interesting to see how that plays in from like the Inquisitors being in Rebels and other things to live action. I don't mind the look of the guy, although I think somebody with a thinner face might have been more appropriate just for the look, but they could have also done some of that with prosthetics, I'm sure. I love the memes of Dan Aykroyd as Conehead.
Yes, that was pretty good.
Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, one thing was when you look at the rep on Upatau before Kenobi fights Grievous, it's the same, the Grand Inquisitor is from Upatau, so they could have done it, but
right. Well, yeah, that's what's the actor's name that he played that Utapau character, right?
Was it Paul Blake?
I forget his name. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Well, if you want to talk more about this and look at it and have more to watch, is coincidentally the trailer impressed me and some of the other members of our network that Catherine Geo and I discussed this on last week's episode of the Unifying Force. Is we went through the trailer and looked at all these things. Our take on the Utapau guy,
yeah,
was maybe it has to be that way for stunts. Like the controversy about how they had to take Ahsoka's Montrail and bring it down and not have it as pronounced as it should be, as like Shakti's was. So it may be some kind of just thing that they have to do practically, and maybe he's gonna be like doing cool Jackie Chan backflips and craziness.
Or either that he's eating a lot of muskrat burgers. Over at Dax Diner.
Dexter's Diner.
Yeah, which I would pop huge if we get Dexter's Diner if he shows up on Coruscant. But yeah, so we're about 8 minutes out.
Coruscant, I'm hearing. I think it's not. Is Blade Runner City isn't Coruscant,
right?
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, I've always said that Dex's Diner is my favorite scene in Attack of the Clones. So to see Texas Diner again would make me very, very happy. So we got about 8 minutes to go, but remember we're watching on the D Plus machine, episodes 15, 16 from season 3 of Rebels. Lots of Rebels goodness, lots of good Star Wars goodness. I hope that everybody that wanted to get their tickets for Celebration was able to. As of right now, there are single tickets available with the exception of Saturday. All packages have been sold out. So, it's a good shape. But I mean, I particularly think that now that tickets are on sale, more and more information is going to become rolling. Keep those doggies rolling. Rawhide.
I'm sure it'll flood in at a certain point.
I was going Cantina with that.
Oh. Yeah. But yeah, so please make sure that you check. Yep. Please make sure that you are, you're subscribing to our group. Fabulous prizes. We just got 900.
Prizes. Has our friend received his 900 prize yet?
No, it's going out tomorrow.
All right, I'm just waiting for the reaction because
he said that he will do an unboxing for us for it.
Oh, very cool.
When I did speak to him. So yes, but if we get to 1,000 before Celebration, there'll be more fabulous prizes. So
we're sitting at 919 right now.
So let's do it, people. Subscribe, ding that bell, and get the notifications when we go live on the YouTubes.
Use all your fake accounts.
I also want to give a quick shout out to our new Instagram master, Scooby Doo over there. He's killing it, yo. What's your thoughts, Dave?
Oh, I love it. I mean, just absolutely having the new presence on Instagram and everything that can bring us a new audience is Scoob's doing an amazing job. Darth Scrappy.
Yes.
Where's that shirt?
Yeah, we would totally get dinged for that.
I think the name would work, but if it was in any imagery involved, we would have issues.
Yes.
But how about Yippee-ki-yay Darth Scrappy?
Oy vey.
Use it as a cuss word. Anyhow, good to have him here, and he seems very eager and ready to go, and wanting to learn, which is very cool. Makes it more fun and interesting for us, I think.
Oh, absolutely, and it adds a whole other level where we want to go with that. And it also has its own autonomous information, not just the usual shells that we put up on the Facebook.
Right.
So make sure that you're a member of our Instagram group as well as our Twitter. So hammer that Twitter. And
that sounded dirty.
Oh, it was meant to sound dirty.
Okay.
It was done, son. So about 4 minutes. But how are people going? Are people getting psyched for Anaheim now that we know it's happening?
I'm starting to get con crunch anxiety because I've been sitting on some builds for so long that it's like I want to get them done, but it's like I don't have all the right pieces still, and so if you see me have a nervous breakdown right before the convention, that's why.
Well, we actually now know how to get a hold of you if that happens, so we're in good shape.
There we go. We're prepared for that.
Yes.
There you go.
But Dave, I know you've been with the family for close to 2 years now, but you're getting ready for your first celebration. How's this feel for you?
It is so real at this point. It's I got my tickets this week. I did not have tickets until they went back up on sale. So again, thank you, Scooby. Got tickets now. I've got my hotel booked.
You no longer have to say no ticket.
There you go.
So
no longer have to say that.
How many other conventions have you been to, Dave?
So I
Obviously
am
not Celebration.
extraordinarily new to like celebrity conventions. I've been doing comic book conventions since I was tiny.
So just like the more low key ones, not something that has everything else involved.
Yeah, everything's been very comic convention specific, but I've only been to one con that was really kind of a whole pop culture con, Galaxy Con out of Raleigh. Where I have my, if you look at my profile picture, beloved photo op and autograph from Sergeant Slaughter.
Oh yeah.
G.I. Joe fame.
Mm-hmm.
But met Giancarlo Esposito there. And so, the celebration bug that will get it for you right there.
Right.
But yes, very, very new to the general pop culture and celebrity con. I mean, I've met tons of comic book artists and authors and writers and that sort of thing, but this is a whole other vibe. It's a whole other deal. There's much more going on.
It's a beast of its own.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it'll bite you, but most of the time it'll purr. So
yeah. No, but Celebration is unlike, I keep on telling people, it's like anything you could ever go to. And if you get through Celebration, you can go to any con and feel at ease. Celebration is great. We're looking forward to having you there. I want to give a shout out to Will Russ, who is in the crowd right now, who's a huge Rebels fan.
Ooh.
Little story about that. 2017, it's the middle of the night. I think night 2 or 3. I think it was night 2 of Celebration on the overnight outside of the Orange County Convention Center. I'm talking to a guy outside about swag and all that, and talk about the group. He realizes that he left his lithograph that he just bought at Celebration to get signed in the hotel lobby.
Oh,
it's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I sat down, I saved our spots. He took a cab. He was still in the lobby when he went there.
Oh, nice.
So we've been friends ever since. He showed up at our event in Chicago as well with another friend of ours. He's also the one who dressed up, I believe he was Count Lando to go around with the Wookiee monster.
That's so cool. I love mashups. Mashups are the best.
But Will is good people. And I'm very glad that he's watching on with us right now. We got 17 members in here. So looking at that, are we is everybody queued up to go to season 3, episode 15?
Queued and ready.
Good. Yep.
How's everybody in the room? How you looking? Looks like the governor just showed up nice and
does.
Fashionably late, the governor is.
Them Brits.
Are you all set? Oh, Grover Solo. Right.
There you go.
All right. We're going to hit up in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play.
Engage, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
I need to start watching season 2. I haven't started yet.
You haven't watched season 2 of what?
Of Picard.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I haven't caught up with that either. So we don't hop the trek here.
Oh, we totally hawk the trek
here all the time.
We talk about not hawking the trek, even though we hawk the trek.
Yeah, it's like one of those double negatives.
Exactly.
Yeah. See, I love how just like Kanan, just like, I got something to show you, just whips out the Darksaber. Right there.
It's not just any saber. He's like, holy shnikes, it's the Darksaber.
Darksaber.
And he just went from 6 to midnight.
Mark would appreciate my Darksaber if he was here. So.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he would.
I really like that one.
It's very light.
Chopper, Ashley's favorite murder droid.
So cool. He is an excellent murder droid. I love this.
Okay, Yeah, does this kind of remind you of the story of the three brothers in the Deathly Hollows?
I was thinking it sounded a lot like more when you were saying the three brothers. I thought you were talking about Indy and the Last Crusade.
Mm.
No, I was talking about the Deathly Hollows brothers.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, you gave it to me for safekeeping. Doesn't that make you the Mandalore? Wait. And this other dude just sitting there going like, Kanan's just like got the Darksaber. He's not, the Mandalore. No.
But you didn't fight for it, so you are an impostor, as they say.
Love Sabine.
So wouldn't that be a cautionary tale from the armor?
She has a lot of
possibly. You mean like this beauty that I just got from Miss Emily Swallow?
Oh yeah.
If I can find it, didn't I put it into my book?
Misplaced it.
It's all gone.
Oh no bueno if that happened. I was pretty proud of that one too. So I think I doubled up by accidentally.
All right, so who is this dude?
Yeah. It's probably a Vizsla.
Well, yeah, they're all it's 47 Vizslas. Pre and post, and
yeah, he's got a weird
post is a
yeah, exactly. His armor is different.
Yes.
There it is. Look at that pretty picture.
Yes.
Then you are a Mandalorian no more.
She was like, "Oh, what a diss!" I'm like, "It was awesome."
Well,
and then of course,
now here's my new mission for you to get an autograph. You have to get another one of the new like Entertainment Weekly of her taking off the helmet with her face, her saying that about herself.
There you go.
And then of course, getting Matt Wood to sign in Hutties.
Nice.
That is very nice.
Did you have to write that down for him to just copy?
He actually had it in his phone because he was trying to memorize it on set. He's like, you know something? There's going to be some a-hole that's going to come and try to get signed at a con. I'm like, hi, I'm some a-hole.
There you go. I fit the bill. That's funny. I'd like to see a live action Hera. That would be a good character.
It probably will. And there's been a lot of rumors that it might be Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who played,
that's right. I remember seeing that.
Ramona Flowers in Scott Pilgrim.
Because they had talked about for a while, but I don't think they'll do it. That changing that over to her to be leader of the Rangers of the New Republic or something.
Oh, right, reworking that.
She's got better things to do.
There's also talk that Mary Elizabeth might end up playing Cara Dune too, but I think they should just kill the character.
Cara Dune.
That's just me.
If they're not going to leave, what's her face, Gina, in there. They might as well just phase out the character. You can have another strong female. It doesn't have to be the same character.
Yeah, if you recast Cara Dune, there is a population of people that will riot.
Well, that too.
That will not go well.
They recast other roles, so
they have. But I mean, I'm saying that I might be, politics aside, I enjoyed her in that character. I did.
Right.
Sure, I get you.
As an actress, I have no issues with her.
Okay, Troy for the win. For saying that you're a Vizsla and you're a Vizsla. Thanks, Oprah.
That's a good one, Troy.
Everybody gets to be a Vizsla.
19
now I gotta pay
Great.
Vizsla taxes. I see 20.
Oh yeah, the family that cosplay for Rebels and showed up like every panel with Dave Filoni and all that. That was awesome.
Notman, you're looking for another costume for Bodhi. Chopper.
There you go.
Or for his namesake. What if they went as Rogue One and he actually went as Bodhi?
And then Grandpa Notman could be
Borgullet.
Borgullet. Just like that. Borgullet. With a little Bodhi.
Oh,
That was a great costume. A cosplay at Celebration.
In Chicago, yeah, that was one of my
here we
favorites.
go. Smack. So, kick in the face.
Ooh.
Oh, no, punch.
Oh,
You're
snap.
down. Oh,
She should have done up, up, down, down, left, right, start, star.
I
really
mean,
don't care.
like Kanan is going like all Sean Connery and Highlander on this. It's like if your head comes
Like-
away from your shoulders.
Walk her through it.
She talks in her sleep.
Your mother.
One thing I'm glad about these later seasons of this is that they gave Ezra a haircut. Although Kanan's hair is longer now, so
Yeah, but they also gave Callus a haircut too. He gave him a flat top. No, he started with the flat top, and then he had longer hair. He had like a bowl cut by the end of it.
lovely.
I mean, I'm actually not joking. This is very like the high looking down and the forms, the swords together. This is very Highlander.
It seems like Dave Filoni kind of borrows everything from somewhere, but does it really well. And it's a great homage in most cases. So it doesn't really sound like it's plagiarism or something.
If only Freddie were still alive to get a live action Rebels with a Queen soundtrack.
Hey, there
And
is.
don't even say the other guy. Don't even no.
There is a picture of Freddie riding Darth Vader around stage. So
it was taken like 78 or something. It was very right after the movie came out.
you gotta love Queen.
Yes. Boom.
I didn't appreciate him as much when I was younger, but I kind of.
Well, here's the thing: is that what drove me nuts is like I was a huge Wayne's World fan, obviously, back in the '90s, and
that was a
Bohemian Rhapsody.
point too, though.
The thing was, I was like, oh god, Pink Hatters were like, I love Queen now. I'm like, yeah, but how long were you doing We Will Rock You at sporting events before you heard Bohemian Rhapsody?
Or you knew what it was.
Are you really a Queen fan?
Wayne's World made it real.
Yeah.
But yeah, well,
yes,
open it up to a lot more people.
Yes, that would be there over there in the chat. They're talking about the connection between Star Wars and Highlander, and yes, Clancy,
Yeah.
who essentially like kind of plays the Kurgan in Star Wars. He kind of does.
That may have been more deliberate kind of homage type stuff as well.
Oh, John says there's two other ones.
Uh-oh. Well, he says there's two. Oh,
Two other Highlander Star Wars connections. Does Lambert do a voice? Is that it, Nauman? Does Christopher Lambert do a
I don't think so.
So it's really
There
weird
is
to me
another.
why some Mandos wear like the Snoopy cap under there, and Bo-Katan has a little weird pins. What? It's called a Snoopy cap.
Yes, it is.
That's what they
Gotta do
call
a
it.
Snoopy dance when you put it on.
But
When you hear the radio calls, it's all.
but then like some of the others do not. Din just pulls off.
It's sort of a hit and miss.
Lilo's just mentioned it's like almost like Boba with the gaffy stick.
Oh yeah.
No, it's not the stick, Rafiki.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Is that the one woman's lasso of truth?
Uh-oh.
Almost.
And yeah.
Yeah. He's like, Jedi's won the battle, and the Mandalorian's like, yeah, you're full of shit.
Oh, Peter Diamond played Facile. Okay. and Hugh Quarshie. I can't.
Yeah,
say
he
it.
was the Queen's Guard or whatever.
Yes, Castigear. A little boom boom. Oh, Ashley's like, Sabine wants me to dye my hair purple. Well, Mark's been talking about how Ruby's has got a Sabine helmet on the way. 2 Sabine helmets?
2.
So
Oh yeah, that's right.
She had two different paint jobs in the show.
See, I want to throw this out here, Mark, because I know you're going to watch this and critique us behind that. I know you are, Mark. You're going to do it. I wonder what would happen if Ruby's could do like a generic Mando or owl, night owl helmet, and then have like wraps. You know what I mean? Like helmet wraps.
So it'd be like a shrink wrap type thing that you'd put over or
stickers. They do it for lacrosse helmets all the time. My guys have all kinds of craziness on their helmets, but what kind of thing would go down? Even if you could, like, heaven forbid, get crazy and there was like a website where you could custom design
it
your
yourself.
own Mando wrap and the graphics and things on there. Okay. Just saying, Mark, I know when you're watching and I'm expecting my check. But no, that idea is like, yeah.
And there's the Bendu.
Yes.
Could you imagine if the Bendu became live action? I'd be excited about that.
I mean, I don't know how you do that. Is like
exactly
like Andre the Giant is no longer with us, but that would be
Jason Segel. He can do the voice.
They don't use a huge guy to play the huge character that much anymore. So
well, Lila's going like, well, Pelly's look makes me want to perm my hair, but I think you might want to go with the perm.
Me too.
You don't want that Ripley look from Alien.
You mean the Wish.com Ripley look? Sherry, I hope you're doing well. Hope all is going well with you.
It's weird how her hologram has the lines going vertically instead of horizontally.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was like, wow, the lines on my TV suck.
Dum dum dum.
Christopher Malcolm was in Highlander and Empire.
Yeah.
So here's the controversial thing. Do you think Freddie Prinze Jr. could pull off a live action Kanan? To me, he's Zach Seiler from She's All That. So it's hard for me to take him seriously as a live action actor.
Yeah. I don't know. I've allegedly, I haven't seen it, but I've allegedly to be proved wrong in, Sparkly Vampire Boy can change his stripe.
Yeah, it's still got some questionable bits, but yeah. It didn't live up to the Twilight hype, which is good. So
yes,
it was very.
Batman was fantastic.
Different.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm still waiting to see it because I'm Michael Keaton, team Michael Keaton all the way, and emo Bruce Wayne may still bother me, but
and this one's kind of very different in a lot of ways from Batman '89 and many of the other Batmans.
It's closer to like the Joaquin Joker,
right?
More than anything else.
Oh, look at there.
Heavier than she thought.
Thunder. Thunder.
Yeah. Thundercats. Oh. Yeah. Listen to this. This is important exposition. Thoughts. They flow through the crystal, the Darksaber. Why are the blades drawn to each other? What's up with that?
They want to fight. They're in love.
Parry, parry, thrust, thrust.
Turn.
So high.
And then you have to pull your bill down. No, sorry. It's a buck and a quarter quarterstaff. Don't get me started on Bugs Bunny references.
Does everybody
Yes.
get to take a chance with the lights, the Darksaber against his lightsaber? See who
So
can
yeah,
win.
I agree that Sarah Michelle Gellar could pull off a live action sister.
Yeah, thank you, Mark. Yes, it is Bruce Wayne and the emo but
Yeah.
yeah, I think this is fun just seeing the we always hear of the lightsaber forms and which one is this and that, but
Right.
we actually get to see it here.
Well, he's doing a very like traditional fencing style thing going with his hand behind his back, and although he's not doing a lot of their moves per se, but his sort of his stance and
For those who just joined us, we are sitting at 18 minutes and 6 seconds into episode 15 of season 3 of Rebels.
Yes. Kanan and Sabine are doing lightsaber fencing training, and he just completely disarmed her. So again, he is the Mandalore.
Trials of the Darksaber is the episode title.
Do you just call him
Ooh.
Caleb Dumas?
Oh,
It's pronounced Dumas. You're not fighting me, you're fighting against yourself and losing.
And so Din is not the first one to cut himself with the Darksaber.
Well, she didn't.
That's a Dooku who fought. Oh, interesting. With one hand behind his back. Well, I guess he was more of a traditional.
Oh yeah, he was
like-
very regal, so to speak. I think Grievous
Jason
would fight
Hopewell
with
as
one hand
well.
behind his back sometimes too, but that's because he's got like 100 of them.
Yes. Looking forward to
can't
seeing you
handle the
again in
truth.
Anaheim.
about
Jason, I actually met him at our meetup because he was at that crappy con I went to in New Jersey. But he
Yeah.
came to our meetup,
Nice.
which was nice to meet him and his girlfriend.
Oh. Kanan has the high ground. It's gonna be ugly.
Don't cut her legs off.
What you gonna do? Bleed on me?
Hmm.
I'll do you for that.
Notice how pissed off she's getting.
Ooh.
She's getting more focused with the saber.
Right.
General.
And then she Rochambeaued him for it.
And then she's like, oh, gonna take you down.
And I was like, it's a low lightsaber, K.
Let's see, there's some very powerful, and Jeff, I think there's some notes about this in Mark's deal. Is she's talking about her family here.
Right.
Is she a Vizsla?
Well, I mean, she could be a Skywalker.
That true.
Takers. No takers on that one.
No, I got you. I saw what you did there, sir. Well, somehow Palpatine returned too. So there you go.
Somehow.
Oh, now here's the bow to the Mandalore. Now, see, this is one of the really cool things. This is why I enjoy Rebels. I think Rebels is so much about family, but family that's not necessarily a family. It's a family of your own making that's come together.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we just finished this episode, which is great. Let's see, it's by Filoni. Chopper as himself.
Chopper as himself. Choppers.
Yeah. So we're just gonna press pause right now, but that's just an incredible episode. What was your thoughts, Dave?
Like I said, I love this episode, how it comes back to its family. It's been that way throughout the other seasons of Rebels as well. That's the greatest thing, is, you know, the family takes in Ezra, is they've taken in Sabine. They're all just very different people from the four corners of the galaxy, and they're coming together because of the things the Empire has done, and as Rebels. So yeah, is lots of really good exposition on the Darksaber. If we did absolutely nothing else but watch this episode for this whole deal, that has given us a whole lot of information on to know what's going on going forward.
Right.
So.
Oh, that's great, Denton. He just watched this episode for the first time last night. Yeah. So Lila, yes, the saber was heavy for Sabine as well until she became focused, and then it became lighter for her. Jeff, your thoughts on the episode?
It's a great episode. I love the like sort of the revelations, as it were, in terms of understanding the weapon better and how it works with the user. And you know, they've stepped up their game.
Yes, sorry, we're pausing. Sorry.
They stepped up their game a bit, you know, from previous seasons as the show progressed. So I enjoy these a lot. The character development's always cool. Seeing her kind of wrestling with, you know, the weight of the Darksaber, as it were, when she was kind of justifying it while they fought, you know, very deep.
And I like how the focus for the Mandalorian is, the more focused is really just kind of more pissed off.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Right.
Well, what did Black Widow say? I'm a better shot when I'm pissed off.
Yep.
You know something, Denton? I know I agree with you that Rebels we should have gotten more, but keep this in mind. We like to say this a lot on the virtual Cantina. We're living in the Filoniverse right now, so watch what you say, because it's going to happen.
Well, I can't imagine that the Ahsoka show is not going to be the next season of Rebels. Live action, the next season of Rebels.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what I see. Yes, definitely effect. So,
but anyway, moving on right now with we're gonna do the Ruby's rollout. Since Mark is not here, Dave has done some research about some of the announcements this week through Duo Novo. So what's going on over there, Dave?
just don't put research on me. Sorry, Mark. No, he did not mean the research, the kind of thing that you do. The thing is, I have alerts set on my phone for things. That's the kind of research that I did today. But as we mentioned last time, I was really sort of interested in what Duo Novo has put out and the lore. Okay, they're talking about kind of a behind the scenes of making of things. And they were talking about last time behind the scenes of like their paint job on the Mando helmets.
Yes.
You know? And they're not talking about this is the just really easy basic consumer kid version of it. And I happen to have, if you want a hint and a thing, if you just want to make your Mando helmet a little bit more wearable, because this one hits my nose a little bit, the mesh and the screening, I mounted it just on a paintball helmet that I had.
That's awesome.
And it just makes it stick out, and it gives me some foam padding inside there. So you just mount it on that. It's just a paintball helmet. But the finish on this for like the price point that this is amazing. Well, what
so shiny.
they're doing right now is they put out the lore is talking about how they've done it. And if you are like a cosplayer or you're a maker and you're doing that kind of thing, I'll let you go and look that up. Okay, on the how do I say that? I say
Duonovo.
Duonovo. On there, it's the Ruby's kind of high-end line, and they're telling you how they make this paint job. And part one was really kind of the color effects that they do, and part two's talking about, it's not like they're giving you trade secrets, but they're giving you little hints and little ideas that you as a cosplayer or a maker could go and use on your own to make your own version of this finish. I really like that. They did really well. Plus I saw some new stuff that I hadn't seen before that's come out with that. Is they've got like a Han Solo leather jacket, the Force Awakens version. Perfect kind of things. And they come out with little like Easter eggs of that like every single time, and I think it drops always on the Thursdays like before this show. But yeah, check out like part 2 or version 2, episode 2 of Duonovo's The Lore, and it's more about the making of the finish on Din Djarin's Mando helmet.
Super nice. Cool. So before we get into the second part of some of the wrap up, before we start the episodes, just want to plug one more time. Check out the Bunta Eve Cantina store. That's buntaevecantina.square.site, SITE, to order your t-shirts now to give them before celebration. Also, our virtual Cantina TeePublic store. We can get one of the 4 very awesome Yippee-Ki-Yay t-shirts. Like I'm modeling right now, or the nice tribute to Mike t-shirt that Dave is wearing right now.
Brush up on your Arabesh. Figure that out right there. And this
Absolutely.
one comes in multiple colors. I got it in the gray. That's kind of the Din Djarin Mando, but it looks really nice in the green. It looks really nice in a Bo-Katan blue. So, be your own Mando with color in your fluffy shirt.
Absolutely. And also, I want to see all of you at Bunta Eve Cantina and also at the Not So Virtual Cantina. And you can get your Not So Virtual Cantina t-shirts on our TeePublic site as well. But yeah, if you have any questions about those, please let us know. And I did once again a video news desk about how to prep for celebration today. Dave will have it up on the network later tonight. It's about a half an hour long. It's really good. I was actually very pleased with it. No breaking news this time. We were hoping for 2 for 2.
It would have been nice if like light had opened up while you were on camera.
Yeah.
Or any kind of announcement.
Yeah, I agree. So Jeff, take us through some more info.
Well, that was Trials of the Darksaber with the stuff that went down, and Sabine and her dealing with the weight, so to speak, of the Darksaber. Trials of the Dark. Did I say lightsaber? Trials of the Darksaber. And so what is the next episode? I don't have info for the next episode, but
the 16 is the legacy of Mandalore. It's more stuff of Sabine, and we go to like we meet Clan Ren. Is this the first time we meet Clan Ren? I think it is. Clan Ren.
Oh, I look forward to watching it. I haven't seen some of these episodes in a while, so I'm ready to go. Ready to go.
Excellent. So is there everybody ready and queued up for episode 16 of season 3?
Mm-hmm.
I am now.
All right. Everybody else in the chat ready? Is Bonesaw ready?
Oh yeah.
All right. We're gonna start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play.
So it looked like a snow planet, but is this Mandalore? Where are we?
Oh, she says Cronus. Is that a city? Is that again? This would be
Said welcome home.
Mark, but no.
Because it's a very blue-white planet.
Yes. All of Mandalore. Oh, that's helpful.
Are you going to see the mines and the running waters underneath Mandalore?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's because it's got a cloud layer.
Oh, speaking Mando.
Cross the clan ran home. Thank you, Ashley.
So is it off Mandalore or is it on Mandalore? Is it a separate planet, moon, just domed city or some silliness?
I think it's West Mandalore.
West Mandalore. Is it the good side of the tracks or the bad side of the tracks?
South Central Mandalore.
South Central Mandalore. Uh-oh, rockets, lots of rockets.
Mandalorian love.
Love how they all have to move their head out of the way so that the rocket can fire properly.
These are like
Doink off the back of their helmet,
but yet then exposing their necks, which are not armored, to the flame. It's suspension of disbelief. It's fine. Oh, I'll just ride on the fin of the ship like it's a dolphin.
it's like it's just floating there.
Oh, so Ashley says it's Cronus it's just like the name of their estate, their house, like fancy pantsness, like Buckingham Palace or something. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Their winter estate.
Shades of the Falcon crashing on what's this?
Starship, the Star Killer race. I was just thinking that.
Yeah, what's that planet called?
Not Hoth.
Oh yes, let's play Heidi Sneaky.
Hey Bruce, how are you there, sir? Mr. Winner of the prize pack.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Lothcat dinner.
Lothcat dinner. There you go.
Yeah.
Fried pork dinner.
But snow Wando. The boat. Oh, why did you do that, people?
Did you notice that helmet right there is very much like the prototype Boba helmet?
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say as I was
more of a skull
distracted,
but the whole white Boba or white Mando look is definitely the original pre-Vizsla.
Oh, Tristan, this is not like a pre or a post. That just
why were you shooting at me if you know me?
Yeah, it seems like she would be difficult to not recognize. I don't see a lot of other Mandos that just kind of randomly tag their armor.
Yeah, did very distinct deco. They're leaving Chopper behind.
Well, in this show, Chopper is the cavalry.
That's true.
He's Ming-Na Wen?
He totally is Ming-Na Wen. In this show, yes.
This show's version of Ming-Na Wen. Look at his rocket, looks like a hot dog in a bun.
Do you guys see the news today? I saw something, I can't remember what source it was, that like a rare J-shaped J slot Boba Fett sold for like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I was not aware of that. Meanwhile, at the Temple of Doom,
and look at those fancy. Look at her fancy pants helmet. She's like, I'm
well, it's true then. Harry Potter has come to Hogwarts.
I like the sort of like the
Wow, looky there.
Look, I'm your boss now.
So I got the Darksaber.
You see, if they did that with the Aurora, that's the way it should happen.
Aha.
Bruce, we're watching Rebels season 3, episode 15.
16.
16.
16.
Oh, hi, I'm Ezra.
And
5
we're
minutes
at
40.
5:45.
Somewhere in there.
With arms wide open.
What? The Facebook video dropped, Bryce?
I still got it up.
I got it up.
Okay.
I haven't seen
again that phrasing.
I haven't seen it do its normal videos interrupted thing, which it
just did.
Oh, I was speak of the devil.
Oh, you had to say it.
Well, I haven't seen it, so until I see it, I won't believe it.
There you go.
This is like a Stark compound. Like Tony Stark should live there. Big old weird giant glass funky thing.
And that person's playing Galaga.
Stand together. Look, defeat the clans. Wait, this is a Highlander movie. You know, that's what is that? That's Braveheart. Unite the clans.
That was the last episode, though. So
yeah,
this one has shades of it as well.
I have the Darksaber. I have the dark.
I have multiple Darksabers.
Ooh.
Gal sucks as a killer.
So when did they introduce the hot dog in a bun shaped rocket pack? I guess with Sabine, huh? I never realized that her rocket pack looks like it's a hot dog in a bun.
So I think there's just multiple styles, and it's like there's what's considered like modern Mando, contemporary, and then
right. If you think she'd have something kind of different, regardless.
Would there be a magazine, a Mandalorian called Contempo Mando?
Contempo Mando. It's like, there you go. Ezra just doesn't know when to shut his mouth.
He's like, here's too much information.
They're lucky they got away with so much shit with Maul, with the amount that he spewed, with Ezra spews out about their plan.
Yeah.
Tween, man. Or, it's a big galaxy. You could like leave.
Yeah, they were stuck. No options. Oh well. It's all about Clan Ren. They should do a episode or a series about Clan Ren.
Ren.
Steamy meaty.
Thank you.
I love it. She's like, you're holding the Darksaber. It makes you the ruler of our people. And she's like, where did you get that? It's like a stray puppy or something.
The trick is keeping it.
I know you are, but what am I?
She should just fight her right now for it.
There you go. Throw down.
Don't make me spank you, daughter.
Oh, I like those elbows. I'm still trying to finalize all the elements of a costume, and I'm getting ideas from the armor that they're wearing.
Ooh.
See, I had looked at one point, I don't know, throw this out there for you, Jeff, is this was for Cara Dune, I think, not a Mando, but like soccer shin guards for gauntlets.
I like repurposing stuff like that, but I also like imitating it in foam.
Well, and it might,
so much
I
lighter.
use stuff a lot like for a base is like you
can work
it up on top of that, and then you've already got the things to go.
Right.
Like my greaves.
So you like spam, huh?
I like spam. But like the greaves for my Vader are like motocross shin guards.
Nice.
Oh, weird. There you go. It's like, oh, we haven't seen each other in I'm stressed. Let's fight. All right, and then Sneaky Mando's coming.
Does he have rockets in his Snoopy helmet cap?
Hi, Chantel. I don't know. There's all the different things.
He's got like little tiny like earbud looking things that are sticking out when he takes off his helmet.
Oh, ratting her out.
And the actor who does the voice of Gar Saxon will be in Kenobi. No, not Kenobi, in Ahsoka.
Oh, cool. That guy's sneaky.
Like Mando armor is like the quietest ever. Not like plunking around in a big metal suit.
This guy's got like extra stuff, like those giant bell freaking shoulder pad things, shoulder armor.
Yeah.
Pauldrons or whatever. And a lot more, like she's almost got like a Iron Man suit on. He does have the glowy.
Doesn't have as much the soft goods pieces as the others do.
Time check is 12 minutes and 53 seconds.
Yes. Oh.
Thank you for enjoying the banter, Will. Some people have complained to us that we should shut up. Not recently, but
really?
in the past.
Oh,
yeah. There was somebody, there was a couple times in the chat where they're like, I wish you guys would just shut up and let watch the episode. Like, you need to shut up.
But the thing is that otherwise you can watch it on your own without us, and we wouldn't be doing our
true.
We would not be doing our Mystery Science Theater 3000 shtick going on here.
Yeah.
Oh, now
we need to figure out how to have a watch along at Celebration in person, where we just yap over the movie or the show.
We could do that over episode 1 of Kenobi.
Yeah, exactly.
While we're all watching it for the first time.
Oh yeah, it's not even do it after we've all seen it. It's just
like
during us being quiet, because we'd all be sitting there going.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be that much talking except for when it comes to reacting.
Well, it's like when John and I watched the season premiere of season finale of season 2 Mandalorian at 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern, and we're just sitting there like I'm half asleep. I'm like, whoa, Luke Skywalker.
Here's our next fabulous idea. Lila's like, they need a sip and paint of Filoni art. Okay, so Troy, print us all Night Owl helmets, and we'll bust out the paints and we'll watch along and we'll paint a Sabine helmet.
Again, put a happy little owl.
There you go. Put all your little
Freaking Bob Ross
happy
it.
trees, happy little mountains.
Happy little owl. Dave, I could totally see you doing that.
And now I have to paint like a Bob Ross scene on a Mando helmet.
Yeah.
And we're on eBay. Excuse me.
Please hold.
Oh, I'm serious. That's totally.
That's the funny thing about it. Is that we're not laughing because we think that you're not serious. We're laughing because we know that by next week you'll have it.
Yeah, we're gonna be like,
when
when's
I
that gonna
show
pop
up at Celebration and I pull off the helmet and then the fro comes
Big
out.
fro pop. You got your brush.
Oh yeah. The dark sable, because brushes are made out of sable.
Yes.
That would work.
I now rule PBS.
Yeah.
Kenobi's release time is going to be 12 a.m. on Wednesday, the day of the Ubuntu Eve Cantina. So you come to Not So Virtual Cantina, then go back to your hotel room. We're ending at 11:30 p.m.
Just to
So
give
you can go
everybody
back
just
and watch
enough time.
it.
Just enough time
Absolutely.
to find a TV or a computer or a phone to watch it on.
Or Spencer's hotel room.
Or
That's just not happening.
So I gotta
Oh
figure
no,
out
behind you. There we go. Oh,
what source is gonna
it's all lightsaber and.
be used.
So is this, I guess this is what makes her worthy, is he gets the Darksaber and she wins it back from him. So this makes her
That's
worthy.
correct. So she wins it in battle.
Okay.
But you notice how he's swinging it like it's no big thing.
Right.
Again,
Like-
I'm trying to point out is the focus is just being pissed off.
Yeah,
Right.
yep.
It seems that way.
I am so pissed off.
Hmm.
Apparently they are. Hmm.
That's all about customs. That's it.
Cheater.
Okay, so there's that little shield that Paz Vizsla
Yep.
brought out in FET that we were
Yeah,
all
she was
making fun
using
of.
it
I was like,
earlier in one of their fights to deflect blaster bolts.
but what we talked about is it was the Ruby's Captain America shield.
It really kind of is. And I wish I had
Clear
done that.
version.
It's over there somewhere. Where is that? Yep.
Need to
Use
make
the
one of those.
ice.
Oh, no.
The weight of the Darksaber broke the ice.
Ooh.
The pressure. Or just the fact that they're out there on thin ice.
Do it.
Ooh, right there. Booyah. Oh yeah, you can do it. Do it.
Bunta's not going to end early for that. It's not so virtual cantina. Bunta is the night.
Yeah. We'll all be on a Obi-Wan Kenobi high at Bunta because it'll be the following evening.
Are we
Whereas,
just going to be high because of Bunta, because of Kenobi?
Yeah, it's gonna be a Kenobi high.
Okay.
One hitter quitter. It's gonna be the not so virtual cantina that happens on Tuesday that we're gonna shut down prior to midnight, and then everybody will find their way to their respective devices and watch Kenobi. Uh-oh.
So she kind of won it.
Well, she got it, but she didn't she wasn't the one that did the final blow, as it were.
Yeah, but you're right. Like, look at his
armor's giving me some
Mando heart deal, like lights up like an arc
Right.
reactor, and
he's also giving me some Metroid vibes with those big bulbous shoulders.
Oh my
it does
God.
look very Samus, doesn't it?
Yeah, very Samus.
I used to play that role playing game.
Oh, nice. You're a geek. That's good.
Okay, and you're not.
Never.
This
Maybe
is the
always.
time of the geek.
Do it. Like,
We are at our ultimate
No,
power.
he called you a geek. We are nerds.
There you go. I'm a dork. Thank you very much. Chopper's just been chilling, watching for half this episode. Even on the last episode, kicking in his spot.
Oh, got
He's like, Kai, you remember me?
Breaking up the band. Like Sabine is a Jedi. I mean, yeah, personally, I think Kanan could have done far better training Sabine than Ezra.
Better than Ezra.
Ah.
I just want to see them make a higher end version of his saber blaster.
Oh yeah.
Not that I would buy it, I just would want to see it. I would go into Doc Ondar's and ask to look at it and then be like, that's cool.
Yeah, that's the thing about the blasters though, is like, what are they going to do for like the blaster part of it? Is the saber part the cool blade, but like you don't want like Nerf.
And they don't sell blasters.
But it's Nerf or nothing.
Like Yay. Another great episode.
That was a fantastic episode.
Rebel theme.
So Filoni actually voiced one of the Mandalorian warriors. Ray Stevenson is going to be playing. Is going to be a Grand Admiral, not Thrawn. Ahsoka.
Ray Stevens was a Grand Admiral, just like Squirrel Revival. No,
right, but no. What a great episode! Some great lore about the Darksaber and finding out a little bit more, especially seeing it go back home and seeing the effect it had on Mandalore. What was your thoughts about that, Dave?
I mean, that's like I was saying in the last one, is Rebels is about family. It's about the Rebels family. It's about, we see Hera go home. We see Sabine go home. We learn, I mean, it's all about the fact that Ezra loses his family, So that's the theme. And I think it's really nice on this path of the Darksaber that we kind of get that progression. It's like, okay, we got the backstory in that one. This is something that actually happens with it. And then as our episodes go on, because we're going to watch more Rebels next week.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna tell us some more about what's happening.
No, Troy, we actually have more. We have more Darksaber next week when we watch the season 4 episodes 1 and 2. So we at least have 2 more episodes of Darksaber animation before we go to live action.
Right.
Pretty cool.
And then maybe at some point, maybe Mando season 3, we're gonna get some sort of explanation on how Gideon gets it. How Moff Gideon gets it.
Backstory.
Maybe.
Absolutely.
It'll be interesting to see what they do in that show, considering what they've already done that technically should have been episodes of that show.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So Jeff, thoughts on this episode?
It was interesting. There's a lot of weird questions brought up, with who technically should be the owner of the Darksaber. It's sort of a weird gray area that some people stick to much closer than others, it seems. So it's interesting to see sort of how it moves around and how people treat it and react to it. And we'll see where we go next for the first 2 episodes of season 4.
Absolutely. So just before we close out tonight, just remind you that we want to see you at the Boonta Eve Cantina and not so virtual cantina when you're in Anaheim. Because honestly, the most fun I have at Celebration is when I'm with all of you. And if it's your first time going to Celebration, it's your perfect opportunity to meet some of the family and to have friends that you're going to be online with. It's just awesome. But that's all I have for right now. So, Jefe, any news or anything?
Well, one of the things that I like about Celebration is having the family, as it were, because we've already done a family meetup, but other people that I've met through celebrations around, and it's got to be a cool thing, a great interaction, and enjoyable time if you're gonna spend that much effort to come pre-con and not be there for the con. So we know, that level of commitment and love for the rest of the group that you have. So I look forward to hanging out with everybody as well, and we should have some really cool times.
Absolutely. Dave, what's your hopes for Celebration?
Well, I mean, the first part is like what Jeff has said is I enjoyed so much my time meeting, the family members that I did when we went to in March, meeting those people in person. But there's so many more people that I've only met in the chats that are just here that we talk all the time. I mean, getting to meet the family is going to be fun. And then okay, I want to experience Celebration, like the floor and what's going to go on, with Scooby. Okay. as much as he talks about and the level of power and that, and others of the rest of you too that'll be there. But I mean, just the kind of wide-eyed, I see myself being the kid that saw Jedi in the theaters in '83 and just I think it's going to be the same kind of thing.
Absolutely. So with that in mind, we're looking for next week. We'll be watching Rebels, which is the end of our animation extraordinaire, Path to the Darksaber, before we go live action. So it's gonna be a lot of good stuff. Please watch out for another episode of the Jedi Archives this coming weekend, and a lot of good stuff coming up. So gear up, people. We're 70 days away from Celebration. 69 days away from Kenobi and Boonta Eve. So
Wow.
Get ready for a lot of information coming at you really fast and furious. So from Jefe, from Dave, I'm Spencer. May the force be with you.
May the force be with you.
This is the way.
And that too.
Ah.
Some people